Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'd like to read on this 4th of July parade. Oh, goodness, there are so many issues with this. For one thing, it's being made partisan, and it shouldn't be because technically that's illegal to spend taxpayer dollars on something that's supposed to bring an advantage to a given party, particularly the party that holds the executive office. So there's talk this is illegal because the RNC gets front and center seating, the DNC does not, and it's obviously quite partisan. And Trump's whatever he says publicly that day today will likely be partisan too. Oh goodness! So I want to look at that parade. And I also want to take a moment to say happy 4th of July. There's much to celebrate in this nation and in this nation's history. We focus on the problems, and good, thank goodness we do, but there is also much to celebrate, much that is very, very good. And the principles of democracy will endure. That's what I believe. Yeah, I know it. I know it. So, but let's look at this parade and let's look at today, just in general. The Hierophant, the government, right? Because we have people talking about, hey, this is not exactly right or legal, and then they're talking about the inauguration too, where there's still so much question about where did that money go for the inauguration. And then we have the Queen of Swords, so we have people demanding answers. We have people not liking this. We have female voters voicing their displeasure. Sometimes it's female voters with that Queen of Swords. And we do have people bringing forth information that could be parts of investigations later, reporting on this. The Empress. Oh, there's a possibility. This is ripe with possibility. In the future, justice. Oh, that somehow the courts do get involved about this. This is yet another thing written up in a court document to be looked at by a judge later. Oh, gosh. The Strength card, though. Let's see, what's that? The Page of Cups. A little bit of good news. This is not, he's not going about this right or legally. The Page, secrets. Okay, so some secrets will be coming out in the future about how this happened and advice that was ignored. I feel like, this is yet more that will be in a court document somewhere. Yeah, people are going to try to stop this use of taxpayer dollars to fund things that obviously are used for partisan motives. Yeah. But not only try to stop it, but there might be some consequences too for this. Wow. So we have the Ten of Wands, but it's very burdensome because Trump does have strength right now. Okay, so it's very burdensome getting all that done. But yet there's celebration. There will be celebration when it hits the courts. So this is yet another thing. There are so many things. That stuff doesn't end, you guys. He's got, 19 investigations going on of Trump and his finances and the campaign and the inauguration and his foundation and Trump org. They're 19 and counting. This does not end, you guys. There are more than and more and more and more. So, yeah, it's just like, how does all that, I just want to ask Spirit about that. So how does all of that play out in the end? I almost picture this boulder, that just keeps getting, no, it's almost like a garbage heap. It's like a garbage heap at the top of a mountain, and more gets thrown on it, and more gets thrown on it, and more gets thrown on it, and it's like there's this little outcrop that holds that garbage heap up, but pretty soon it'll get too heavy, and that'll all come rolling down that mountain on top of Trump. I just feel like that's the image I get. So let us see about that. What do you have to say about that, Spirit? We'll just ask that. The Emperor, because moral outrage is increasing. Yes, disapproval is increasing. You can't keep flouting the rules. That is increasing. and people want some security. People feel less safe when a lot less safe when they see the head of the country, the executive, able to flout the law like this. 10 of coins. What is our legacy? Security for future generations. Future generations are going to have something to say. These young people are going to have something to say about this. And older people who are in positions of power who care about the younger people coming up. So yeah, I do think this ship rights itself at some point with the help of all of us. So anyway, with that, happy 4th of July. There's much to celebrate about our culture, about our country, about the heritage. There's much to celebrate. Yes, we spent a lot of times talking about the things that need to be changed and the things that had occurred in the past that are stains upon this nation's history. But we cannot forget about what we're aiming for. So that's the vision that needs to sustain us. So I thank you so very much and happy July 4th. Bye bye.